Ray Fletcher Farquharson was born in Claude, Ontario in 1897. Until his death in 1965, he would come to touch every aspect of Canadian medicine involving patient care, along with medical and clinical research. After exemplary service in 2 world wars, Dr. Farquharson's own personal research saw him discover the Farquharson phenomenon.
In his endocrinological work, he was doing some studies with Dr. Arthur Squires using thyroid extract and establishing dosages of thyroid extract. And they discovered that if they gave more thyroid extract, it would suppress the natural output of thyroid hormone from the thyroid gland. It was like a natural control mechanism. This principle came to be applied to other hormones, and it was one of the basic, you might say, fundamental principles of endocrinology.
However, it was Dr. Farquharson's appointment in 1951 as a member of the National Research Council that exploited his natural leadership abilities.
He was on a committee of the National Research Council having to do with medical research, and he soon realized that there was a totally inadequate amount of resources provided for medical research in this country.
It was his strong belief in research that yielded the Farquharson Report. It proposed the formation of a separate council supported by ongoing government assistance.
It allowed a focused attempt to detail the needs of the country for the hospitals and the medical schools in this country, for resources, for laboratories, for the training and support of appropriate researchers so that we could come into the modern world.
These recommendations gave birth to the Medical Research Council of Canada in 1960, of which he was the first president.
The Medical Research Council grew to be the principal funding agency for medical research in Canada, in size and both in quality.
I think he brought a humane aspect to it. You know, it wasn't just a scientific body. He stressed the importance of people not only doing the research, but being able to describe their research in a clear way to the rest of the world. In fact, he personally knew everyone who was getting a grant. You know, he found information about them and either interviewed them or talked to them.
Dr. Farquharson understood the importance of psychological factors in illness and how to recognize and deal with this aspect of medicine.
And he had an almost magical way of talking with patients, gaining rapport with them and their confidence.
He would sit down with patients, not stand up, so that they'd be on a level with one another, and that would give them the confidence that he was going to stick around for a while and that they could really get down to brass tacks.
Dr. Ray Farquharson is widely remembered as a strong role model and source of inspiration for hundreds of medical students and colleagues.
So I think the thing that was different in those days maybe was the breadth of his medical knowledge.
And he taught the whole of medicine. It's not like now where everybody teaches their own subspecialty and not else. He taught the spectrum of medicine to undergraduates and to postgraduates.
I like to think of him as a great physician, a great researcher, an advocate for medical research, and really a national resource.
He had tremendous influence right across the country. He was really one of the fathers of medicine in this country, in my view. I had the highest regard for him in every way.